Alright, so summer starts in about 2 weeks, and I am failing all my classes in college. So, I am about to fail out of college, and I want to spend this summer and maybe the next year or 2 years going through all my past dreams in life and, making them come true. And it's a lot of creating because I never really wanted to be rich or famous. I just wanted to make things. Um, and I never did. I have a lot of half finished and unstarted projects and just outlines. So this is going to be the start where I plan everything out, give myself deadlines, give myself time, and make everything happen. So here's a little bucket list of mine. The first thing on it is have kids, so that's future. That's not right now. Second thing is make animations and books. So I have several animation ideas. I've always wanted to make web shows, TV shows. My dream, as like for the longest time, was to be a script writer um, or a novelist. So we're just gonna start with Ray and Co. Um, which I have half written already. I'm gonna say that's gonna take about a year. Um, then I have a book called Foreign. It's a sci-fi book about a guy who does not get accepted into a space program to make recontact, not first contact, but like reconnect with aliens after 1,000 years of, silence. And so he goes, nutso, and breaks onto a cargo ship and teleports there. And yeah, I would like to have a rough draft of that done. I think that would also take about a year. An evolution simulator, giving myself 1 month to make an evolution simulator. I had a friend who made that as a kid when they were like 10, so I could probably do something similar. I had a very ambitious idea for it, but if I could just get the bare bone basics of an evolution simulator done in a month, I'd be okay with that. Um, I had a game I called the Kieran game because I had a friend from like preschool and elementary school. His name was Kieran. I would play a game with him as a kid where we would tie a rope to a little toy fire truck, stack it with Legos, call them gemstones, then run around the yard with it and try to get from point A to point B while the other person had a baseball bat and was trying to smack it over and knock it over. So I wanted to make a video game based off of that where you have, your vehicle, you fill it with gems, and there's like a robot trying to destroy the cart. I have myself 1 month to make that. Press play is as a child, I wanted to create an alternative to YouTube because I didn't like how it was treating the creators, because that was something the creators would talk about nonstop, and I would watch those videos just nonstop. And so I was like, why don't I make my own platform? And I hated web development, so I never did it. But there are a bunch of tools now where you can make a website super easily. Like not only Squarespace, but there's things like Cursor AI, which help you do that. And I'm not a big fan of AI, but to do web development, I might use it. I feel like using AI for art and any skill is not very good because it doesn't help you improve the skill. But I don't want to get better at web dev because web dev sucks. Um, if the website ever became something like useful or profitable, I would hire real people to work on it. But like to use this platform to make a platform. Next thing on here is Renaissance Man Odyssey. I want to do a miracle in the future, so I think after about a year here, I'm gonna go dark. I'm gonna go silent, because I'm gonna be doing AmeriCorps. I'm gonna be doing their backcountry trails program, which is construction on the national parks, working with the Forestry Service. Um, Something else I have on here is just volunteer. I like volunteering. I haven't done it in a little bit, but I love volunteering. The other one on here is carpentry. I've been learning to whittle. That's what most of this channel has been. Um, but my end goal with whittling is to make a little box, um, for my rock collection. I think that's only going to take like 2 weeks. I want to do that, and I want to make my own furniture. I'll give myself chair and table. I'll give myself 2 months to do that. But yeah, the box for the rock collection, every time I go to a new city, I get a new rock from that city. So I have a rock from everywhere I've ever been, um, in my entire life. And it's just a little collection I have. Every time I go to a new place, I get a new rock. And, you know, I build up the collection. Um, and yeah, I want to keep this going. I want to build a box for them, put them in there, paint the rocks. The other thing is learn boxing. I've been to Muay Thai a few times. I know basic footwork. That's about it. I don't know how to really do anything with that. Um, Run for president or governor. Alright, so the plan here is YouTube takes off somehow. I don't think YouTube's a viable career anymore. I think it's died. But this takes off. Then I use it to launch my animations and books and card game. And then I use that to launch a media company, and then I use the media company to launch advertisements, and then I run for governor and just act like Curtis Sliwa and tell stupid stories the whole time and don't win. I think that'd be perfect. Get a bachelor's degree. I want to get a bachelor's in biotech, but I'm failing, so we're gonna have to go back to community college and try again. And the third one, the last one is learn German. So I guess I'm gonna spend some time learning German in my free time. Um, but yeah, okay. What else can I do? I can totally do card game. I made a card game. It's called Do or Die. I have a feeling it's only gonna take like another 4 months to do. I need to make a Kickstarter for it. I have a Kickstarter made. I need to finish the Kickstarter. I need to polish the game. I need to get more boxes and card stock made for it. But I have a card game made. I just need to do more with it. And then there is agility scripts. Give me 5 months. Give me 9 months. A month per script. Because each one of those is a movie, and then that I want to write, and then that's it. There's a lot more animations. There's a lot of animation ideas, but getting Ray and Co finished and the Agility Universe written would be perfect, and then I could start on um, Travelers of Infinity, and then I could start on Perclaxius and Omnipotent Godman, and the rest would I think would still be interesting, but just like Branco, number one. Travelers of Infinity is probably going to be the best thing I ever make. I don't think anything's going to ever top Travelers of Infinity. Um, it's just such a good idea. The Agility universe, I think is going to be okay, but I definitely want to write it. And yeah, and there's a few other ones. There's the ones about like the Haitians and the castle, based off a dream I had. There's the ones about um, a car race. Yeah. Yeah, 1 year, 2 months, okay. 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 31. 31 months. About 3 years. Based off a rough estimate to get everything done. Shit. It's a lot of time. I mean, I guess I just have to start. I guess I just have to start. This channel is going to keep me accountable. I will post here at least once every week. And every time I finish something or have a significant update on what I'm doing, I will update the channel. And it'll just be like, it'll keep me accountable for creating. So, come with me. You know, help me make my dreams come true. Help me embark on a summer of creation. Hopefully, you see everything.